So belief, what is a belief? Put very simply, a belief is a filter through which we view the world. It shapes how we think, feel and behave, and it acts as a shortcut in that through our lives we're bombarded with hundreds of thousands, millions of data points. And these all form ideas and these all form data points in our minds. Now, our brain is really clever, and what it wants to do is make things easy and accessible so that we're not walking through the world having to figure everything out for the first time every time we're confronted with an idea or a situation. So it forms beliefs, it groups these ideas, it groups these experiences and data points together and puts them in like a belief folder. And then when we're carrying on, going about our life, we're confronted with an idea or a situation, and rather having to sort through all those data points, we can just go to the belief section, the handy belief section in our brain, and the brain goes, okay, this has happened, I believe this about that, this is what we do. So it's immensely useful, and we all have a myriad of beliefs. It's not just, whether you have faith or whether you believe deeply in something. It really is as fundamental as how we view the world, how we navigate the world, and how we think, feel and behave given certain stimuli. A lot of our beliefs are formed before the age of 7, when we're just sponges. We're born into this world and we're soaking things up. We're just data processing units that are soaking up all these different emotional, physical, psychological events are happening. Life is happening and we're just absorbing it. Then after the age of 7, when the ego becomes stronger, we begin to differentiate ourselves from the world more fully. We begin to have ideas. We begin to question things that we've been told. New information coming in then has to pass through our belief screen. So up until the age of 7, we're forming beliefs. Then our beliefs become more firm, like a little force field, if you like. Then new ideas enter, they get bounced off of this force field, we question them, we're not so gullible or trusting in a lot of ways after the age of 7. So the majority of beliefs, fundamental beliefs, are formed before the age of 7. After the age of 7, we can form new beliefs by sudden trauma. So a big shock happens, something massive, and that really shakes us up. It bypasses every force field we've got, every belief shield we've got. It goes straight to the core, straight to the subconscious, and then like that we can form a new belief. Good news about that is a belief can be unformed just as quickly as it's formed, if you know how. Now, other ways that we can form beliefs is repetition. So if we're carrying on through life and then something is repeated, eventually that is going to colour the way we see the world, and it's going to form a new belief. So there's multiple ways that beliefs can be formed and new beliefs can come about. The issue is that not all of our beliefs are good for us. Certainly the clients that come to see me for therapy hold a number of beliefs that are not useful for them. They're not beneficial for them. They're not helping them. But for that client, they are true. It's a fundamental belief. And now this is why some therapies are superior to other therapies, because I've had numerous clients come and see me who are therapeutic veterans. They've had psychotherapy, CBT, this, that, the other, counselling, all sorts of different therapies, even hypnotherapy in the past, different forms of hypnotherapy, and they're still stuck with the same belief, the same idea, the same problem. Now, this is because the belief shifting hasn't taken place. So they go to therapy and they come out of it with a really deep and thorough understanding of the problem and the symptoms. They've got a real deep understanding that, yeah, this happened when I was 6 and that made me believe this, and that's why I now feel this way. Now, sometimes just shedding a light on it can be enough to shift the belief, but for the group of clients I'm talking about, this doesn't happen. All they have is a deep understanding of where their symptoms are coming from without actually changing the symptoms. The sort of therapy that I'm trained in, that I've done for many years now, is aimed at finding the root cause, finding that belief and altering that belief, or enabling you to alter the belief. I don't do anything other than guide you to where these beliefs are, and then you can gain an insight of the actual belief driving the behavior, which means that you can then consider that belief, change it, swap it out for a more beneficial belief, understand it at a core level, enabling you to move beyond it. So why can it be so hard to change beliefs? Well, beliefs are a bit like a filter. So if I can use my trusty sunglasses for an example, when we form a belief, it can literally put a filter over our world. So we're viewing the world through a filter of, it could be anger, it could be fear, it could be a belief that the world is not a safe place, it could be a belief that the world is not safe for you, it could be the belief that health is not for you, or it's extremely difficult to make money, or it's a constant battle, everyone's against you, everyone's out to get you. Whatever that negative belief is, I can tell you until I'm blue in the face that it's not that way. I can tell you that it's bright and sunny out here. I can tell you that it's vibrant. I can even tell you that you have a lens over your belief, over your eyes, so you see the world in a very different way. None of that removes the lens. What I aim to do with the therapy that I provide is to actually remove the lens. So then the problem goes away. So then you're not viewing the world through a different lens, having someone trying to drum it into your mind that it's not that way, because it doesn't matter what I say, you're going to be seeing it the way you see it. I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that what you see is different, that it's a different world out here, that there's a better way, that this means that and that means this. But until the transformation takes place, until the lens is removed for yourself, you're never going to truly believe that. You're never going to truly experience the world in a different way. That's what I aim to do with the therapy, is to find out what you believe, generally about health, generally what's driving, generally what's happening at an emotional core for you. We can then use advanced therapeutic techniques to alter the very beliefs that you hold, to shine a light on the beliefs that you hold, to help you literally see the world differently. Once you begin to see the world differently, you can begin to think, feel and behave in a different way, and it all becomes very natural. You see, if you have a filter, a belief filter in place, you can go out in the world, you can say affirmations, you can do the thing, you can try and fake it till you make it, you can do all the different behaviors that you're supposed to do, you can do your affirmations, you can tell yourself that it's different, you can tell yourself that, oh, my life is like this because I have this filter of belief and I'm going to behave in a different way and this, that and the other. But when you relax, in those quiet moments, you're always going to know that you believe different because the filter through which you're viewing the world is different. Once we do effective therapy, we remove that filter. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to do affirmations. You don't have to fight against what is. You don't have to fight against your reality because you're just experiencing a new reality free of whatever the problem was that you came to therapy to solve in the first place. Have a great day. I'm Daniel Wellard.